provinces. Where does laziness come in? If you outlaw your Communist Party,
In order to defeat communism,
O ano, 2v1 po, tsaka ano ba yan? At magtulong-tulong pa kayo.
Nagpapatawa ka ba?
Ni hao mga West Philippine seers. Ako nga pala ang paborito nyong show pa. Ngayon dadaan natin ng mga memes na magpapaturay na mas malakas ang Pilipinas sa China. Kaya atin ang simulan. Tara, layag na tayo sa West Philippine Sea. Wait lang, ako nga pala ano. West Philippine Sea na ba ang tawag sa WPS? Bakit South China Sea pa din? Did you also mean South China Sea? Malaintindi ako siguro. Kasi nga mas malapit yan dito at yung perspective natin. Diba? Lagi tayo may perspective ay nakatutok. Pandaigdigang mapa. Ito naman ang Philippine Sea pa rin ang tawag. Pero ito yung pinakalaging pinag-aagawan itong lecheng dagat na to. Ha? Leche. Nandito ngayon si Robin Padilla somewhere dito. Sigurado ako mayroong mabibigay sa atin ng mga admin. Galing kay Justin.
araw-araw pagising ko, alam mo ba? Hindi ako nag-iisip eh. Basta ang alam ko lang, goal ko.
Motivated ang mga China.
Kahit anong mangyari dito.
Nanalo ang Pilipinas laban sa dambuhal at makapangyarihang bansang China.
Sinabi na ng UN amin to eh.
Sa West
Ano
Philippine
ba?
Sea.
Hindi kayo nakikinig.
Wala akong pakialam sa inyo.
Malakas
Ano
kami.
yung goal mo?
Malaki kami bansa.
Ulitin mo. Ulitin mo, ulitin mo, ulitin mo, ulitin mo, ulitin mo.
Ilan ba? Ilang barko ba dadaan sa likod ko?
Kuhanin mo.
Mahigit 200 Chinese fishing vessels
Oh, ginamit
namataan
niya
sa
yung
Union
berserk.
Felipe Reef malapit sa Palawan.
Pag yun ang mindset ninyo, 100%
Hindi ko lang matutuwa ako, malulungkot, o pwedeng sabay. Di kami papayag. Lalaban tayo. Hindi ko alam anong panlalaban natin, pero lalaban tayo. Nakatingin naman ang buong mundo eh. Hindi naman ito 1v1 na RTS game. Okay, nakatingin ang mundo sa kada galaw ng bawat bansa. Dahil kailangan mo pa rin gumamit ng resources at masasayang lang yon. Kaya hindi na efficient gamitin ng gera pagdating sa mga ganitong usapin. Allergic ako sa nagdadakaw sa dagat.
Bakit naman natin isusugal yung
Ay,
mga sundalo natin? Ang mga sundalo natin, dapat pinuproteksyonan ho natin yan. Yan ang role ng milisya. Yun ang role natin.
Okay.
Bakit naman tayo papayag na kuhanan tayo ng order ng cashier sa Jollibee? Dapat ang cashier sa Jollibee, kinukuhanan natin ng order. Yan ang role nating mga customer.
Dapat
Yan ang
protektahan
role
ka ng
natin.
sundalo, di ba?
Tulad na lang
Yung
sa
kanilang
bumbero.
trabaho.
Bakit tayo papayag na sila mag-apula ng apoy? Dapat tayo mismo yung susugod at tayo mag-aapula ng apoy. Dapat ang bumbero, pinoproteksyonan yan. Hindi mo hahayaan yan na mag-apula ng apoy.
Tatanggal apoy.
Yan ang role ng nasusunugan. Kaya sa susunod, pag nagsimba ka, huwag kang papayag na mag-sermon ng pare.
Sermonan mo yung
Sermonan
pare.
mo ang pare. Yan ang role natin.
Natatawa siya sila, sabi niya.
Tulad na lang sa gobyerno, huwag kang papayag na gawin nila ang trabaho nila. Tayo dapat ang sumasalo sa problema ng bansa. Dapat ang gobyerno, hinahayaan lang natin yung matulog.
Madami mga magagalit.
Yan ang role natin
Mahirap pag may politika mga memes eh. Pero okay lang. Kung walang memes sa mga ganitong topic, di ba, mapag-uusapan ba siya? Kaya okay lang din to. Pero iniisip ko kasi, di ba, yung termino na militia, yan yung pag mayroon ka emergency, military force that is raised from the civil population, kukunin yan sa mga civilian, mga able-bodied citizens at ilalagay yan. Idadagdag ka sa army pagdating sa isang emergency. Pero tandaan nyo, ang mga terminong ginagamit, ano ba ang isang emergency? What counts as an emergency? Mga kailangan kang tamaan ng mga aspeto bago gamitin yung mga ganyan. At yung pagkaka-word ni Mr. Robin ay
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片，在香港这座城市的设置。
Pagtagalog ka, iho.
tayo, kami. Bakit? Kailan tayo naging milisya? Hindi pa tayo milisya. Bakit meron na agad ganon? Kaya yun yung nakakalito sa ganyan. Lalo na pag kukuha ka lang ng ilang segundo sa isang sinasabi, pwedeng tama yun o pwedeng mali. Siyempre may mga bias ka na agad. Eh. Paanong side ka man yan, lahat tayo dito gustong proteksyonan ang Pilipinas. Hindi sundalo in itself, pero Pilipinas in general. Lahat tayo lang din naman ang gusto. Ba't natin kailangan mag-away-away sa sarili nating kampo? Alike lazy. I hate Titans third season of Titan. I hate Ghost third. Ako, Konichiwa. I hate Vampire Stars. Hindi ko alam itong anime na to. I hate China. Hindi tayo magiging China. Alam ko, ginagawa nyo lang ito para inisin ang aking puso Pilipino. Pero hindi yan mangyayari. lalaban tayo, di ba? Sabi nga ni Mr. Padilla, wag kang aayaw. Think positive. Sunod. Galing kay Ida.
Bakit naman natin isusugal yung mga sundalo natin?
Mahirap kasi talaga pag gagawa ka ng live o ng video.
Yan ang role
Madali ka ma-take out of context kahit mabuti pa ang iyong adhikain.
Napakadaming matapang. Ang napakadaming matapang. Naririnig
May lugar ang tapang. Tandaan.
tama kayo sa akin.
Sagay!
Tayo ay maging milisya. Tapatan natin.
Hindi lang pwede, gusto ko na maging mali siya. Mali siya. Hindi lang ganun yun. Siyempre, may dinadaan ng proseso yan. Naiintindihan ko yung gusto mo iparating. Pero hindi to para mga movies kasi na pinapasukan mo na, huwag kang ayaw, diba? Lalaban tayo. Hindi, may proseso yung ginawa. Two wrongs don't make a right. Diba? Yang ge kwa bu yi xiu yan li.
两个错误不会使一个权利。
Sorry. Kahit may sense yun sa isang particular na circumstansya, hindi na ayos yung kanyang pagkakabuo sa kanyang sinabi para maintindihan ng masa at face value. Diba? Hindi ko nakalahimayin yan. Ito, Chinese ka man, Hapon o Pilipino, anong kasumpa-sumpang larawan to? Cursed images. Papanling lang ka, hayop, ang sarap niyan. Bubuhayin ako ng chili garlic oil. Sige. Sunod, galing ka Predator. There is a garbage patch in the Pacific that is so big that it's visible on a map. For more information, search for. Ito na lang kunin nyo, China. Kunin nyo yan. Tutang gusto nyo yung mga ibang parte ng dagat namin. Kunin nyo yan. Sunod! Ano ba ang Chinese ng sunod?
下一个，下一个。
Galing kay Dad.
When I see your face.
Pilipino yan, di ba? Pilipino. May panlaban na tayo! Para sa mga lupa natin! Yahoo! Copyright tayo dyan. Siya, Yuji! Handa na ba tayo mga milisya? Walang malisya ang ating gagawin. Diba? Kahit wala siyang malisya, hindi ka pwede agad-agad lang maging milisya kasi gusto mo. Ang New Year yan ito, kilala ko to. Ito yung isang commander daw ba? Let's go! The Robin. Sunod. Pero diba, sino bang intern na nag-e-edit sa same post? Ano ba naman yan? Ako naniniwala na pinanganak siya sa internet tapos hindi niya alam na merong edited na nakalagay doon na pag pinindot, makikita mo yung mga dating in-edit. Hindi ako naniniwala intern gumawa doon. Walang batang gano'n na hindi alam yun. So, sige, yun ang kanilang naratibo. Sige. Sunod. Ay, Yeje.
下一个，
Ay, siya, mahirap gayahin eh. Hindi ako sanay kumuha sa iba. Oh, ito ni Johnny na naman! 1954, communism. Kung mapapatagal naman ng video na to
Dark Herald Tribune. How does the problem of communism in the United States compare with the problem of communism in other countries, and is there more than one solution? First of all, from the United Kingdom is Peter Hudson.
Kamukha niya yung sa ano.
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片。
From Norway is Gunnar Asland. He's been staying at Bentley High School. As you can see from that enormous button that he seems to be wearing on his lapel.
Mga di nakakala ang communism ay yung pantay-pantay na resources. Hindi lang yan na political, ideological, socio-economic. Hindi yan isang salita lang. Nakahimay-himay yan sa iba't ibang layers. So, sikat to sa mga malalaking bansa tulad ng Russia at China, ating best friend.
Jaya Ram from India. He's just spent his final day in Pearl River High School. Gave such a beautiful present.
Ang manok ng Pilipinas.
Especially pleased and proud with that. Finally, here's Johnny Antelope from the Philippines. Well, how about it, boys?
Bago simulan, gumawa ko ng playlist sa lahat ng mga debate na dinaanan natin kung gusto nyo papanoorin yun.
America's communist problem compare with the communist problem in your countries?
The problem of communism in the United States is a psychological problem. The problem of communism in India is essentially born of frustration, a direct consequence of British imperialism.
I'll take you up on that in a
Kasi
minute.
sinakop sila nun eh.
Well,
Mga European,
in
diba?
Britain, the
Daming
problem
epal.
is more or less the same as in America. Only in Britain, the difference is we don't call it a problem.
Well, I would say that the
Oh!
communist problem in America is much more difficult than our own problem. Because in the Philippines, the communists act in the open, while here in America, they remain hidden.
Actually, I don't think the communist problem in America is more difficult than in Norway. I think the real problem lies in the way you are handling communism.
Coming back to what you said, Johnny, I thought you said that the problem of communism in the United States was more difficult. How would you, suggest a remedy for that?
Well, I will not sit you like a prophet and tell you what to do about your own problem. I do not pretend to know all the solutions against communism, although I will say that one of the best ways to combat communism is to take a militant stand against it. And one of the best ways to show your militant stand is to outlaw every communist party in every country in the world.
No. By doing that, you're using communist methods against the communists, which is defeating your very purpose. It is highly undemocratic, I think, to outlaw the communists, because that is the essence of democracy, to have difference and to give the opportunity for expression.
Ang freedom of speech at democracy, kahit hindi ko gusto yung opinion mo, may karapatan ka sabihin ang opinion mo. Kahit, di ba, sabi ko sinasabi dito, kahit, lalo na sa mga influencer dinadaan natin, kung kahit basura opinion mo, karapatan mo magkaroon ng basura na opinion kung gusto mo. Okay lang yun. Hindi ka pwedeng kasuhan dahil may basura ka opinion. Pero lang syempre kung meron immediate danger ang sinasabi. Tulad ko nangyari, sasabihin ko, patayin mo si ganito, patayin mo si ganyan. Hindi na po pwede, hindi na opinion niya kasi nag-i-incite ka na sa violence at bawal yun sa batas.
I know, but there should also be such a thing as limiting freedom. There is a distinction between freedom and license. A rattlesnake is dangerous. It would be undemocratic to limit its freedom in theory. But it is also wise to limit a rattlesnake's freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, ang galing. Napakagandang analogy, Tama yun, di ba? Your freedom ends when another begins. Kasi nasabi nga nila sa law. Tumitigil na yung karapatan sa harap ng karapatan pa ng isa. Hindi ka pwede lumagpas doon. Medyo paradoxical or oxymoron yung termino na ang freedom mo ay lilimitahan. Dahil mayroong limitasyon ang freedom mo. Kunyari, bawal akong pumasok sa bahay ng iba. Dahil nililimit ang freedom ko, nagkakaroon ng freedom yung mga ibang tao sa kanilang mga bahay na hindi kailangan matakot na pwede lang akong pumasok sa bahay nila kung kahit kailan ko lang gusto. Yun ay isang kahulugan ng pagkakaroon ng freedom. Hindi lang, gusto ko maghubad, freedom. Isipin mo rin naman yung mga tao na nasa paligid mo na mayroon din gustong freedom. Kaya maganda yung kanyang analohiya sa isang rattlesnake.
But you are not taking it for granted that every communist is a traitor. I am not quite sure of that. I think it is wrong to persecute a whole group because of some mistakes on the part of its members. I don't doubt that there are communists who spy against the country. I don't doubt that there are communists who conspire to overthrow the government. But you cannot persecute a group as a whole because some of its members are criminals. Criminals should be punished as criminals, and you shouldn't persecute people for the sake of their opinions. And another thing, if you take the human rights away from the communists, well, why should the communists be interested in preserving democracy? I think that if you take away from the communists the freedom of expression, they will turn traitors.
I want to say that the communists already are traitors. They cannot turn into further traitors. I want to bring out this point. I want to state that every communist party in every country of the world is not a self-contained unit in itself. It is a branch of a world conspiracy with headquarters in Moscow. And the best way to cut off the body is by cutting off its arms.
But there's one thing, Johnny. You see, you can prosecute a certain person only the moment he becomes subversive to law and order. But not till then. Till then it is his right to express himself, at least in a democracy, if it claims to be a democracy.
The minute a man joins a society with the avowed purpose of killing you and cutting your throat, he becomes a traitor to that society. He puts himself outside the pale and protection of the society because he totally rejects it.
But only after he makes an explicit statement of his purpose.
And does he not make an explicit statement by joining it, by signing up for it, by giving an oath that he's going to turn against this government?
Peter's been trying to get a word in here.
Explicit enough? I don't.
Naalala ko dito yung ano nga ba yung binasa ko? 1984. Yung tawag nila ay criminal thought. Hindi ko na maalala. May lapit isipin ko pwede patalo kay Johnny. Malakas tong manok natin. Ayun, double think po, double think na hindi ka pwedeng magkaroon ng kasalanan sa pag-isip mo lang. Responsibilidad mo pa lang yun Doon mo inaalam kung tama ba to mali Kaya hindi porke naisip mo lang itong criminal na act na to, criminal ka na. Kasi pwedeng manaig yung iyong common sense, yung iyong pagkatao at tanggalin yun. Huwag mo itago ang inyong mga demonyo. Kontrolin nyo. Alamin mo, di ba? Maging rational ka. Kasi yun ang parte ng pagiging isang tao, ang iyong rational mind. Kaya nga, di ba, ang mga hayop pag nakita ng pagkain, susugod lang yan. Hindi na niya iisipin yan. Sa community pantry, kakain lang yan kasi may nakita siyang pagkain. Di ba? May rational tayong parte ng ating pagkatao na wala sa ibang hayop. At ganun din yan. Yun yung sinasabi dito ni Mr. India na kailangan niya lagyan ng aksyon yung kanyang iniisip na criminal act kung gagawin nga niya. Ang sabi naman dito ni Mr. Johnny ay kahit na dahil sumali ka sa isang parang grupo na hinahayaan mag-igting ang ganitong klaseng mga thoughts o ganitong klaseng mga ideolohiya, di ba nakasaad yan dun sa mismong ibig sabihin ng komunismo, eh ginugusto mong gumawa ng mga criminal na act.
I don't think so. You can't punish a man until he's committed a crime. At least in Britain you can't. You can't punish him for the thought.
I'm not punishing him for the thought. I'm just saying that he's joined an association of murderers. For instance, here is a group of 10 men. They've drawn up a plan to cut your throat. Then one man of the 10 actually goes out and cuts your throat. Does it stand to reason that the other 9 should be irresponsible or should be free from the blame?
I don't accept your premise that they're out to cut our throats.
And what else do you think that they're supposed to do? When they want to overthrow our society, overthrow our government, institute their own regime, institute their own reign of terror. What else do you want? There are more ways of cutting a throat than simply drawing a knife across it.
Well, but those people who plan to do this are individual persons. You cannot persecute the group as a whole because these individual persons are criminals.
How do you deal with them in Norway, Gunnar?
Well, the best way of dealing with communism as such a problem is to handle it in secret. I think it is terribly wrong to leave it to politicians because politicians will always be on the look for votes and publicity. And
by the way, if I may put in a word about Gunnar saying that you should not prosecute the Communist Party because the individuals carry it out. I do say that even if the individuals are the ones who commit the crime, they do so upon the orders of the party and according to the plans of the party. Remember that a party is composed of individuals. Whatever the individuals do, the party is guilty of. The party is not an abstract idea. Whatever its members commit, then that is what it is guilty of. And then your second point, Gunnar, about saying that investigation of communists should not be left to politicians, I agree with that. And I want to add something more. I want to say that it should never be the function of the legislature of any country to inspect or to ferret out communists. It should be left to the executive branch. And then the executive branch should gather the evidence, while the judicial branch should find out how to evaluate this evidence and then prosecute the man as he should be prosecuted. But a man should never be put in a position where his innocence or guilt is in the shadows. He should never be placed in a position where, whether judged guilty or innocent, he's still condemned in the eyes of society. A man should be tried only by the courts, because only the courts have the power to say whether a man is definitely guilty or definitely innocent.
Naku, ang hirap niyan ngayon, ha? Tito Rafi, nagiginig na! Kung talagang may issue. Pero kasi ito legal lang. Iba kasi po siya, diloko, relasyon. Wala namang kaso yan kung hindi ka kasal, di ba? Hayaan mo yung korte ang gumawa nung huling hahatol. Kasi sila yung may karapatan. Sila may tungkulin gawin yun. Hindi mamamayan. Hindi mga mamamayan na pagkatapos magtrabaho, mag-scroll ang ulti, may makikitang photo, may makikitang 3 linya ng teksto, yung nag-viral, yun na yung kanilang ebidensya kung ano man ang bubuin nila sa utak nila.
Any other way would be judgment by anticipation.
No, John, it is a difference between feasibility and morality. But returning to your point of conducting the investigation in secret, I think that is entirely undemocratic. Because who is going to conduct them? Is it the people or the government? And if it is a democracy, then it should be the people and not the government. And therefore it should be in the public.
I thought that in any orderly state you had a police, and I most certainly didn't believe that it was left to the people to catch criminals. I thought that the police was there to protect the people.
Ang mga sundalo natin, dapat pinuproteksyonan ho natin yan.
He didn't mean a secret trial, Ram, I'm sure.
Precisely. He meant, Ram, the secret gathering of evidence. but the actual trial of the men, the actual presentation of the evidence will be brought before the public.
Yes, it should be brought
See?
before the public.
Yes, and I think there are things that are still worse than outlawing the Communist Party.
On the spot yun.
I think that it is still worse when you don't have any lines to operate according to. When you don't know what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
When you don't know what you will be suspected for and what can pass.
Well, personally, I think outlawing the Communist Party is lazy. It just stresses the incompetence of a country to deal with it. But I want to get on to Ram about this British imperialism. Would you explain what you meant
Well,
by
just
it?
a minute,
Ito,
please,
sila yan, ha?
Peter.
India, Britain, UK, British. UK to, UK representative. Ito naman sa India na humawak sa kanila. Mga katabi nilang bansa yan, yung Britain sa UK.
Why are you going to attack my point and transfer your argument to Rav? Isn't that unfair?
No, it is related to it.
Oh, wait a minute. Give Johnny one word. Go ahead, Johnny.
He said that outlawing the Communist Party is a lazy method of fighting the Communist Party. I don't think so. I think you're taking a definite stand against it. And you're giving all your actions a legal basis. Where does laziness come in?
Well, because, well, you see, when you have a Communist Party in the country, that party is a real danger.
That's
But
right.
the Communist Party can never be prosperous unless there is some dissatisfaction in the country, unless there is poverty and illiteracy. And therefore, the government has to deal with this poverty and this illiteracy in order to defeat communism. Therefore, I think that communism is not at all doing only bad things, but if you outlaw the Communist Party, you simply don't get this benefit.
O ano, 2v1 po, tsaka ano ba yan? 2v1 ang labanan, sige! At magtulong-tulong pa kayo! Si Johnny ang
Nagpapatawa ka ba?
baka lumang taguro.
All right, give Peter a chance.
All right, Peter.
When I say it's lazy, I mean it's just pushing the issue further away by outlawing it. You said the situation in America was more difficult because communists are hidden here.
That's right.
If you outlaw your Communist Party, all you'll do in effect will be to drive it underground, away from being in the open, to behind the scenes, and then you have a problem difficult.
That isn't so. Now look, you contradict yourself. If it is really so that it would drive them underground, then instead of being lazy about it, why not let them stay in the open? Because that way we could catch them easier, according to your reasoning.
Yes.
However, you said that by outlawing them, that would drive them underground, and therefore would make it harder to catch them.
That's what I mean.
Is not? Now let me point out that it is harder to catch the man when he's underground. So the element of laziness does not enter into
When
it.
I said lazy, I meant that you were pushing the issue further away.
You are not pushing the issue further away when you recognize a danger and you take steps to mitigate that danger.
To push the danger further away from yourself, you're not doing anything by
When you
outlawing.
recognize that a man has a fever, that is not pushing the issue away.
Napakahina mo.
Ang ganda ng labanan nito kasi yung sinasabi ng UK kanina, yung communism sa kanila is out in the open. Hayaan nyo yung mga communist na i-express sa kanilang mga ideas, express sa kanilang mga adhikain in the open para hindi nila kailangan magtago. Kasi dahil doon, mas madali siyang mamomonitor ng gobyerno. Mas madali siyang mamomonitor ng mga regulating bodies. 2v1. India, tulungan mo naman ang mga kapatid mo sa Akasya. Time.
I grant you that. But
Oh,
you can't just
naturally.
say, I recognize he has the fever, and then leave it at that, put him in an isolation
But you
ward.
can do this. You can say, I recognize it's the fever, I recognize it is bad, and because it is bad, I will take measures to prevent its further spread.
And not do anything to him.
Why not do anything to him? Cure him?
But you're just curing him by outlawing the fever like that.
No, the point is this. By outlawing him, you recognize it's evil. And the minute you recognize it's evil, you take steps to remove that evil.
Do you want to tell us what you're doing in the Philippines, Johnny?
Well, it might take a little bit long, but I'll just give the general background. I'd like to say that a few years ago, the civilians in the Philippines
Ano ba nangyari sa audio? Nakikinig ako!
Napakahina.
were more afraid of their army than they were of the communists. This was
Ano
because
nangyari sa audio? Bakit nawawala?
the civilians in the Philippines were more afraid of their army than they were of the communists.
Army,
This was
BTS?
because the army had committed abuses against the civilian population. But a few years ago, a man was sent to the Philippines, and one of our Filipino leaders, and he cleaned out the army by reorganizing it. That man's name is Magsaysay, and he's now our president. The first thing he did was to make it punishable by death for a firing squad, the abuse of any civilian by any soldier. After a few court-martials and a few executions before the firing squad, discipline was restored in the army. He did many more things to restore the morale of the army. He removed the subversives within it. And then he divided the army into small, compact units which could strike with deadly efficiency and deadly mobility at any point within the Philippines. But that was
Strike for what, Johnny?
strike against any communist in any part of the Philippines.
I see.
There was a time when the army was such a big, it was unwieldy. But by dividing it into small compartments, he could distribute it anywhere with fast.
But you didn't tell us that there were guerrilla communists all over the Philippines, and that was the reason why he had to do this with the army.
Yes, that
Now
was
tell
one
us
of the
how he
reasons.
dealt with the guerrillas.
Now the point is this, it is not enough to kill a communist. As much as possible, it would be better to bring a communist alive and change him to your ways of thinking. So what Magsaysay did was this. He put in a program of land reform, which in simple terms was this. He said, for every communist without a criminal record, there is a piece of land for himself and for his family. Therefore, if that person has no criminal record, he can come down and become a capitalist. That is why I'm fond of saying that one of the best ways of treating a communist is to make him a capitalist.
Yes, but if you have made the communists in your country into capitalists, why should you be so afraid of the communist propaganda? I think you must realize that the dangerous communists, the intellectuals, will remain communists anyway. They are not influenced by the communist propaganda, and they will go underground. But the reason for outlawing the Communist Party, I think, must be to prevent communist propaganda. And I can see that communist propaganda would be dangerous in a prosperous country where people are satisfied.
Precisely.
Johnny,
But you see...
Wait, let Ram have a turn.
the point is that the methods that were adopted in your country would not quite work in our country, because the basic assumption was that poverty and illiteracy produce communism. But as we find it worked, it doesn't seem to be working that way. Because in India, while you do have a great deal of poverty and of illiteracy, you do not have communism rampant in those sections. Paradoxically enough, communism is most rampant among the educated people, and among the rich people, and among the minority. And of course that represents a very great potential danger. And the reason is to be found. I mean, why is it so? It is not what normally expects. And therefore a different type of solution has to be found. And perhaps your solution, which you adopted in the Philippines, may not work because the circumstances are quite different.
Alright, it might not work in
Johnny,
the
wait,
Philippines.
just...
Pero sinabi naman ni Johnny na hindi siya propeta at hindi niya kayang sabihin kung paano ayusin yung bansa niya. Kayo nakatira dun eh.
Well, I will not sit you like a prophet and tell you what to do about your own problem.
Maganda yun kasi magkaiba. Sinasabi ng ibang bansa, kaya nagkakaroon ng communist sa isang bansa ay dahil may mga illiterate at mayroong mga taong poverty. Siyempre, kailangan nilang magsama-sama para mabuhay, di ba? Nagawa na sila ng mga guerrilla o mga aksyong illegal para mabuhay. Sabi naman dito sa India, yung sa kanila naman, mayayaman na ang nag-iisip nun. Sila yung umaanib sa mga ganong organisasyon. Ganda-ganda talaga ng kultura. Iba-iba! Woo!
If you assume that poverty produces communism, you make that assumption, don't you?
Yes.
Then you see, then you have to bring out the relationship between British imperialism and poverty. Now, British imperialism caused poverty in India. That is fairly obvious. Because I tell you what,
poverty in India.
Ganito makipag-debate ha. Kailangan mong siguraduhin kung ano muna yung pinupush nung kausap mo. Ano yung konsepto na iniisip niya. Kasi pwede mo siyang ma-misrepresent. Lagi mo ito maririnig sa mga debate. Pasensya na mi-misrepresent mo kung anong gusto kong sabihin. Kailangan mo muna alamin yun. Kasi pag kung meron kayong misunderstanding, kasi mula pa rin ng argumento, walang kapupuntahan yung argumento na yun. Walang uuwi doon na masaya.
Yes.
now British imperialism caused poverty in India. That is fairly obvious. Because I tell you what,
poverty in India.
well, it has helped to perpetuate poverty in India.
It hasn't helped to perpetuate.
I'll give you an example. For instance, you see, India was not allowed to manufacture her own cotton. She had to produce raw cotton to send to Lancashire. Otherwise, what would have happened to the Lancashire cotton mills?
What would have happened to the cotton if she hadn't had a market for it?
Yes, where would she have sold the cotton? So she had to find India as a market, as a source of raw material, and therefore not allow India to be industrialized. And therefore India is poor. Or even assuming from the other ground that it is the educational system or the educated unemployed who are communists. Well, the result is because the educational system is not coordinated with the economic organization.
Well, in Britain, we consider that the most rampant cause of communism in India is the caste system. The fact that in your society there must be poor and there must be rich.
Far from it. In fact, I think that one of the greatest obstacles to communism in India is the caste system.
Oh, I can't see that.
Oo nga, no? Kasi, diba? Kasi ang konsepto kasi ng komunismo ay dapat pantay-pantay lahat. Pero tandaan nyo, ang caste system sa India, iba-iba sila ng parte. Yung mga mayaman, nobles, iba yun yung, wait lang, titignan ko nga ulit, hindi ko na maalala. Parang yung hierarchy of needs, di ba? Ayan, Brahmins, yung priestly, academic class, yung mga minority, Kshatriyas, yung rulers, administrative or warriors, Vaishyas, tsaka yung mga Shudras. Sigurado, isa nga ito sa mga pinakamalaking obstacle ng komunismo. Kasi mawawala to, babaliktad yan. Tapos papantay lahat. Wala ka, hindi ka pwede magkaroon ng private property. So, paano mo makukuha ngayon yan, di ba?
You just said a while ago that communism springs from poverty, and because of that you blame the British. Now look, the caste system perpetuates poverty in India. It prevents a man from rising better than his father was.
Yes,
the
and
point
can you deny that
in
in India you find the
Hindi naman pinasagot nyo muna yung Indian.
most extreme poverty and the most extreme
Ganda nun eh,
riches
kailangan
in the
sagutin
world?
yun eh, maganda
Yes,
yun.
coming to your question of the caste system and yours,
precisely.
you see, the point is this, that besides poverty and illiteracy, for communism you also require an atmosphere of challenge, an atmosphere of rebellion, an atmosphere of discontentedness. And that you do not find in India, because the caste system has taught them that the miserable plight in which they are is what they deserve, and there is something that they cannot overrule, or something that...
Sobrang archaic. Alam ko mahilig ang mga tao sa tradisyon. May pagmamahal at may respeto doon. Pero hindi lahat ng mga tradisyon ay dapat dala-dala nyo pa rin ngayon. Ang daming outdated na mga tradisyon na nakakasira sa isang society at hindi dahil ginawa na ito noon ay dapat gawin nyo pa rin ngayon. Nagbabago ang kultura. Nagbabago ang mga pinagdadaanan ng tao kada panahon. May iba. At ito sinasabi ng caste system na hindi. Matuwa ka na kung ano meron ka.
Basta ang alam ko lang, goal ko.
Huwag mo nang gustuhin matuto. Huwag mo nang gustuhin guminhawa buhay mo. Di ba parang nagsisinungaling ka sa taong yun? Yung laging tinuturo sa mga eskwelahan yung do not envy your neighbor. Okay lang mainggit. Dahil nga doon, gusto mo pang guminhawa mo o umakyat yung buhay mo eh. Diba napaka-generic kasi ng tingin nila eh. Hindi wala mainggit. Merong healthy na inggit na para hindi ka, okay na ako, content na ako sa buhay. Di na ako papakahirap, gusto kong makamit. Di na ako, okay na ako. Diba? Lahat ng labis ay nakasasama sa'yo. Labis na kagustuhan kunin ang karagatan ng ibang bansa.
Yes.
They cannot challenge.
But there must be some feeling of indignation against that which breeds communism.
I cannot believe that a man would have the mind of a worm, that he would be so spineless, that he would not rebel at the position in which society puts him.
Yes.
Anyway, the caste system doesn't operate anymore, does it? At least for the untouchables.
No, it doesn't, but it is not quite so strong. But the system itself does exist in the villages. But it doesn't in any way help communism. It's one of the chief obstacles to communism. And as far as the big gap between the rich and the poor is concerned, that is again the British.
That
is the direct result of British rule.
That was there before the British came.
No, but the British perpetuated it. You know how the British ruled India? They ruled them through the landlords, as they called them. It was the landlords who ruled India. But the point is that imperialism produced poverty. It produced educated unemployed. It produced a state of illiteracy because you are not educated and interesting, and therefore it produced communism.
I won't listen to the word produced.
Well, it caused.
I won't hear that word caused.
All right, would you listen to the word? It maintained.
Maintained.
Oh, it's the
To a
same.
lesser degree.
It's the same thing.
To a lesser degree.
Ang mga salita, kahit i-search mo synonyms niyan, may ibig sabihin ng mga salita nga. Kailangan mong piliin yan. May malaking epekto na pagpili ng mga salita kahit magkakapareho sila ng ibig sabihin. Kung nagustuhan niya agad yung binigay ni Mr. Johnny na salita, maintained.
Magtagalog ka, Iho.
Yes.
Makuha mo lang yung ganitong galing, makuha mo na siguro yung ganong sipat sa mga salita pag lagi mo ito ginagamit. Naiintindihan mo yung mga nuances at tinatawag nila o mga maliliit na subtle na epekto na iba't ibang salita kahit magkakapareho sila ng kahulugan. Sure, malaking issue rin yun kung tama yung pagkakapili ni Mr. Robin Padilla ng mga salitang sinabi niya tungkol doon sa mga milisya.
Magtagalog ka. Kasi mumukha kaming katawa-tawa.
It doesn't matter whether you cause a man to be poor. What makes it worse is you keep him poor.
But if you keep him poor to a lesser degree of poverty, there was some education system put into India that wasn't there before.
I agree with that.
Witness the number of people who were able to read and write and go into a civil service.
But you must
Well, look,
admit
kids, let's take the second half of the question because, after all, British imperialism in India is now a thing of the past, is it not?
Yes.
As we bury it, do you want to say a word or two over its...
Well, I will say one thing, that British imperialism did produce communism in India. But one of the greatest events of this century has been the independence of Asia. The British have acted very statesmanlike in giving independence to India, Pakistan, Burma, and Ceylon.
Lagi
This
na
I will say
lang.
for the British.
Tapos na mga Europeo, ngayon naman, kapwa Asyano na. ang pupunta sa ibang parte ng Asia. Ano ba naman yan?
Is there more than one solution for the problem of communism?
Certainly.
Well, the thing to do is that first of all you have to be aware that the way of dealing with communism is not to use communist techniques against them, is not to condemn them. Extremism of any form is bad.
Gusto niya magsalita.
Because communism really is barter. You see, you buy your bread and sell your freedom. Because you see, the animal instincts in man are more fundamental than the human instincts. But the moment you get your bread, you want back your freedom. You see? And therefore, communism, in my opinion, is never a long-term arrangement.
Para sabi, pag gutom ka, kahit anong gagawin mo, isasangla mo yung dignidad mo, gagawa ka ng kasama kasi gutom ka eh. Hindi case system hierarchy of needs. Kailangan mo na ma-feel to, itong gutom ko, bago ako makaisip ng, wait lang, mali na pala yung ginagawa ko, hindi ko na pala kailangan to.
It's a very optimistic note. Do you agree with this, John?
I think that all these three people are naive in the sense that they
Are naive?
Naive because they fail to recognize the fact that communism is not just a self-contained unit in its country. I maintain that it is a worldwide conspiracy, that every communist party in the world is subservient to Moscow, that the sooner you outlaw it, the better, because the sooner shall you have a legal basis on which to proceed against them. Now, some will say that this is using communist tactics. I do not see how that can be. There may be some resemblance, but this is the point. You say that in restricting communism by outlawing it, that you're restricting human freedom. But look, when you restrict freedom, it does not always mean to say that by restricting freedom, it is bad. When you restrict the freedom of a rattlesnake, it is not bad. And the same thing applies to the communists.
I think that...
Ikot na, diba? Na-explain niya to, inulit lang niya eh.
I'd like to say that I'm not talking about limiting democracy. You say that we must preserve democracy.
Democracy in itself is limiting freedom ng iba. Dahil ikaw rin naman, lahat tayo limited.
That we must preserve democracy. And the only way to preserve democracy today is to do away with communism.
It depends on what you mean by democracy. Because the communists say that communism is democracy.
Well, when I say about democracy, I'm speaking of the kind of society in which I now live. I will not go into any argument with the communists. When I say democracy, I mean the society in which I live.
Yes, and a society with freedom of expression for the minorities.
Well, I would...
Wait, give Peter a chance. He's
Just
only
one
got
point.
about 15 seconds. I'm
All right.
sorry, you've got to give it to him. He needs the
Man has
last
a right
word.
to speak. I think that communism is the antithesis of freedom, and anyone who endangers freedom, who restricts it, such as outlawing communism, by the restriction of that freedom, is in fact aiding communism.
Well...
I'm sorry, we've got to end there. Next week at the same
Daya! Tapos na yung oras eh. Time! Doon na eh. Nagets ko na yung gusto sabihin niya doon. Kumbaga inuulit na lang niya para sa kanila. Napakasaya doon. Dagdag rason na naman ba? Mas malakas ang Pilipinas sa China. So, doon tatapos natin. Kung gusto niyo pa ng mga ganito, huwag niyo kamatay, like, i-share sa mga...
下一个。
niyo mga friends at huwag niyo kalimutan subscribe pa.